We just want you to sit in your chair and go, hip hip hooray, for the Western press and the Western narrative, regurgitating the same old, every single day, without this. Please watch the first two episodes, the second series. Look at that.
Absolutely fascinating.
And it was the first time the Beatles had really stopped being semi-professional almost.
Hey everyone, sorry about that again. Saturday morning, I couldn't make it. I couldn't even get out of bed. My back had gone, and it's still killing me now. But I'm on these, as they call them, pain relief things. And I was going to do me, excuse me. I was going to do me history show tonight, but you know, I said to Anthony, I have to do the football show because of tomorrow. Got a match tomorrow. So I'll be doing that, I think. I'll definitely doing it on Thursday because there's European games, isn't it, this week, and people will be looking at them. So anyway, it's the football show tonight. You can say what you want about our chances. There was a good win against Wolves after being defeated a few days before. And there was people saying, you know, we could easily get beat again. But at least there was a good win. Terrible first half. Second half plays well. And he deserved the win. 3-1. 3-1. But it's still a defence to me that's more, you know, it's still a bit dodgy. It's still a bit dodgy for me. I don't know about you. And I think that we really need a number 6. Now, another little, I think, controversial thing is the amount of money given to Gravenberch. 270 plus a week. K, that is. I don't think he's worth it. I think, well, that's me. You know, I don't know about you. And he's on well more than Szoboszlai. So what's that telling you? Should he have to give Szoboszlai more than him? Because if I was the hierarchy, I would. A lot more than, you know, there's no comparison. Both midfielders, I don't know whether he's not a number 6, that's for sure, as Gravenberch. He's definitely not a number 6. And I've been screaming out for the DM for 3 years. I've seen him play there. Anyway, that's the opening of the. I'm just going to thank my sponsors, you know, Gap Painting Services. Please get them in if you haven't already, because the fully time server lads, there's no cowboys, honestly. They're fully insured just in case something goes wrong. They're fully insured and it'll be replaced. The first class, they'll give you the references about the work that they've previously done, even if they're outside, the commercial as well. So if you want your outside doing, just get them in. And if you don't fit into the categories of the elderly or NHS workers that get a special discount, just get them down to give you the price without any obligation whatsoever. That's the professionalism of Gap Painting Services, the sponsors of these podcasts. And also, if you're ever going to game, just get to these lads. That scarf or a badge, the great bunch of, not a great bunch of lads, they are a great bunch of lads who are advertising the things. But Michelle and Michael Dean, they're a really lovely couple, quality stuff. Just get them in. Don't get them in. Go and see them. They're opened every match day for a couple of hours. Just go along before the game, see what you want. All quality stuff, dead reasonable as well. And they're a lovely couple. Support our small businesses. That's what I do. That scarf or a badge, Michelle and Michael Dean. Just go and see them. And if you can't go, that scarf or a badge.com. That's it. And look at the stuff they've got. It's brilliant. I've got one on now. I'll show you. That's one. Yeah. Crack it on it. Alive a bears upon my chest. See what the boss says. He says, greetings FC and true Reds. I feel we will get a result tonight. European footy suits us more this season. Sure, a result tonight. We're playing tomorrow night. And he carries on. And I would get Mo and Rio to keep switching wings to surprise the Gala defence. It's too obvious for this coach to see. Mo, with his stronger left foot, will get him more dangerous crosses and passes. See you later, he says. See you later, boss. And hello, Frank. I hope you're well. Missed you on Saturday morning. Picture show. Yeah, I couldn't get out of bed. I'm being honest with you. I thought I was paralysed. I couldn't move my legs. Nothing. Panicked. Worried me. And then, finally, after a few hours, I was able to turn and sidle out of bed and walk it. I had to get to my living room via the wall. I had to keep hold of the wall. And then my furniture. Till I finally sat down. Terrible. Don't want to go through that again. But I was in terrible, terrible pain. I've still got it. I'm taking 2 tabs now. You can't call them painkillers. You've got to call them pain relief. Pain relief. And so I said to Jason, I'll see how I am. I got a shower. Should have seen me getting a shower. I've got a bar in the shower, so that was okay. Slip mat, obviously. Should have seen me getting out. That's why my head's all over the place. So I've got this. As usual. Hello, Frank. Hope you are well. Yes, thank you, T. And he carries on. Like and subscribe, peeps. Ah, thank you. And Barry Aldridge, thank you, T. Barry, good evening, Frank and chat. Hoping for a good draw tonight. What time is the draw? I've been looking everywhere. I can't find it. Oh, I see. Yeah, Brentford. Okay. Okay. When's the FA Cup draw? Any idea? Is it tonight after the last game? Anyone at home will do, says my old mate, Steve Holland. Of the Red Men. Hope you're all good and well, Frank, says Paulie. Hiya, Paulie. And Yusuf says, waiting to see you, we get probably Arsenal or so. What? Do you know what? I've been looking for it. You know, the draw. Is it after the game? So would someone let me know? I've got a clue. Could be going on now for all that I know. Most probably we'll get Arsenal or City. And she says, how's your back today, Frank? How did you know about me back? Someone must have told you. No, it was, it's still bad. That's why I said to Jason, I said, I'll do the football show. Because of tomorrow night's match. Well, it's late tomorrow afternoon. What time's there's a 5 o'clock kickoff? Fucking, you know, it doesn't do me head in. It does me head in. The times, the days. You know, Monday night football, Sunday, Saturday, Friday. I really want Port Vale at home. If we play them away, they'll beat us, Port Vale, yeah. And the Snapey. Barry Aldridge, me too. I've got some boss rest and a bit of skunk. Evening Copites. What? You were supposed to ring me yesterday. I was waiting for your call. I'll give you a ring on Sunday, Frank. You know, this is a text. Okay. I look forward to that. Never rang me sleepy. I was waiting. And I was going to ring him at 1 o'clock in the morning. But I couldn't reach my phone. So you're lucky there. Yusuf. It's the draw a bit. We've got City away. Go away. Oh. We're out. Barry, City away. Okay now. Pep's so smart at this coach this season. Both times, yeah. City away. We'll talk about that, boys, eh? City away. And the Snape says, that scarf or a badge, get your club colours here. The shrill, the cry, the echoing around the outside the cup. Our own games, after our own games. Part of the fabric of brilliance, yeah, it is. Of the club fabric. Oops, an unintended pun. I like that. Clever. CW. No! With the draw. And you said, well, there goes our chances of winning anything. Jeez, over you. Vex. Steve Allen's Man City versus Liverpool. And you said, Barry, that comment aged well, didn't it? And the Snape says, I've got a bar in my shower too, Frank. Got a palatable sink. That Francine came down, she didn't have to clean the house. Great it was. She even cleaned me taps. She even cleaned me taps. Barry says, what happens with your treatment moving forward, Frank? I'm just waiting now for a text, to confirm the date. I can't wait. Well, I just can't wait, to be honest. But thank you. The cup draw was on TNT YouTube. So I looked at TNT and I was going down. Normally I'd have, FA Cup draw at a certain time. And the Snake, Man City away in the cup. Oh well. Yusuf, thank you, Yusuf. So it's 5:45, 5:45, I'll be on at 6. Is that the kickoff? Yeah, must be. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So I'll be on at 6 tomorrow. Bloody watch a longer game. Hopefully, see how I am. Thanks, T. Thanks, Yusuf. Good people. Allison injured again, yeah. It's a shame about Ali, because he just get injured a lot. And Mamadashvili, he'll be playing tomorrow, won't he? But you're right, Yusuf. Injured. Want to say to Franco and Shatters, take it easy. Your health comes first. Thank you. Thank you, Toscana. Thank you. Barry says, Snapey thought you meant a bar of soap. Yeah, I've got a bar of me, but a bar of soap. Man City away with Slot. Well, there's always next year, says Penno. I wonder what the turn the corner brigade would be saying with that draw. The Formula One people. You turn more corners with them than Formula One going around bends, corners. And the Snape says, think you'll find it was you who said, oh, go away. You said it. Or did I say it? Freaking hell, I'm so... Why didn't you text me then saying, I thought you were phoning me. Sat there like a lemon. Because I don't like disturbing people. Yeah, it did say, didn't I? But it did say, text me and I'll ring you. Oh, no, that's some other fella. Some other fella said, I want you to do a project. Do you mind? I said, yeah, okay. Let me know what it's about. And He said, I got older. He said, can I ring you tomorrow? I said, yeah, okay. I got hold of him the night before. Fucking, he never rang either. Fucking hate that. But he definitely said, I'll ring you tomorrow. So fuck him as well. Barry Aldridge soap, what's that? And Paulie says, yeah, I heard Alison. So does anybody rate this new keeper? Whoa. I think he's all right. Not as good as Ali, obviously, but I think he's all right. Listen to this. My old mate, Paul Bear. It was his wife's birthday last week. Pina coladas in Tenerife. Loving it, Franco, and chat. See? There's me sitting with me fucking ass on in case of the rains. But anyway, you and Kat enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourselves. You deserve it, Paul. You might as well, while you know, we're at certain ages, and I hope to get away in May with Sophia, you know, my granddaughter, and Francine, obviously, come along, to Italy. I want to get to, she wants to see Venice as well, Sophia, and Verona, because she loves Romeo and Juliet. I said, do you want to go and see the balcony? She said, yeah, granddad. But the way I am, I doubt if I'll be going. I've told Francine that. I've already paid for it as well, so I'll leave it a couple of weeks, see how I am. And he got injured against Gala this season when we lost 1-0. Yeah, Galatasaray, yeah, he did. But didn't he get injured and didn't he feel uncomfortable or something in training? What I heard. And the Snape said, sat there like a lemon. It's a state. I'm off to join the club. And yet we follow a fucking big lemons, don't we? Slot. I like Mamardashvili, says Paulie, but he's not Ali. Good on penalties, yeah. And Ali's showing difference, isn't he, on penalties? So what do you think of the other fella getting... does anybody think, you know, about this money given to Gravenberch? I don't think he's worth it. I really don't. I don't think that he's a great player either. I think he's just above average. To be giving him that, and for Szoboszlai, he's on a lot less. They'd have to give him more. Frank, it came up on it came up as a memory on Facebook today. A picture of you with Susan Coleman in the bride. Oh yeah, that was about Sherlock. About Charles Dickens. Yeah, it was... I don't watch terrestrial. I never had a clue who that lady was. And she's tiny. So anyway, I'm standing outside the bridewell, and talking to this fella, and this fella walks away, and this lady walks up, and she said, "Hello," and I went, "Oh, are you?" And she started to, I said, "The filming in there. And she said, "I know." I said, "Oh, okay." And then when I walked in, like, about 10 minutes later, I walked up the stairs and she said, "Don't you know who I am?" And I went, "No, sorry, who are you?" She said, "I'm the presenter." I went, "Oh." I said, "I am sorry." I said, I don't look at their TV. She didn't know what to say, to be honest. Little Susan Coleman. Nice lady, though. Nice lady. Snapey says he's only been to Rome once, 84, shot and claimed. Shot, then claimed number 4. Oh, yeah. Then came home. Then came home. Standard behaviour for copyright, really. Yeah, 84. Brilliant. 77 and 84. Roma. Paris, 81. That was Joe Fagan, wasn't it? The number 4, the second time visiting Rome. What a team. Best team ever. Best team ever. Mamadashvili is a downgrade, says Yusuf, to what we had. Carlyle. In brackets. Carlyle was a great penalty saver. I think, at the time, I think we all did agree that, to keep him here. But I know the lads want a first team football. But I think now would have been the time he would have been stepping in. Because I think Ali will be going at the end of the season. I really do. Then there was a rumour that the other fellow wasn't happy, Marmadish. Then all of a sudden now he's, "Oh yeah, I'm happy here." So was you being told something? Has he been told you're number 1 next year? Next season, Ali's going. Has he been told that? And Yusuf says, "I think we've run Gravenberch to the ground. Barely gets any rest. But look at the other fella, Virgil. He's been playing non-stop for 2 seasons. Every game. You've only got to look at Mo Salah. He is running. Look, what I think about the Sloop man is that he plays his best 11. He plays his best 11 to keep him out of jail. If you know what I mean, to keep him out of jail. He must be saying, "Can't lose this game, can't afford to draw this game, can't afford to." I wonder what he'll be fucking thinking now with that FA Cup draw. And Paulie says, Gravenberch's total wage comes to 100 million. Jeez. But that's today's wage. But Paulie, he's on well more than Sabozoli. And don't be surprised. I'm saying Real Madrid's in financial difficulties, but they can get money anyway. Yeah. And if they come in with a 100 million, euro bid or quid, pound, whatever, or 120 for Szoboszlai, they'll sell him. They will sell him. The owners, I'm telling you now, they wouldn't give a fuck about us. That's what they're like. Say like 120 million for them, with a £400,000 wage, yeah, Bill. There. See what I mean? Wage packet. Think about it. And how much is he on? I think he's only on just over 100 grand, isn't he? And don't forget, Paulie, that Liverpool's one of the richest, well, they're in the top 5, it's the richest club in the world. So they can afford it. And the Snape Gravenberch must have the most eloquent negotiators in football. The club's representatives must have been wearing Ronald McDonald costumes. The minutes of that meeting need putting in the museum. The minutes, yeah. The minutes of it. He's not worth that much. And a 6-year contract. I'm not having a go at him, but it's the way I feel about certain players. What year did Barney Rubble score the winner? 81. Paulie, I was there. Got a picture of me and Barney. Got a picture of me and him. I haven't got it on the sideboard or anything. Show you where he is. I think. Every time I look for something on here, it takes me ages, and I always come up against a UFO that I took a picture of, and I never find the other fella, and I can't find. Fucking hell, don't know where it is. I can't find UFOs when I'm looking for it. The picture I took. There it is. That was at the Good Saints, what you call the Good Saints. Ken Dodds was the chairperson. He's a nice fella as well. And I had a night for him as well. A Scouts night they were called. I organised them. Good. They were good. Evening, Frank. Hope you're well, says little Linda Ellis. Thank you, Linda. I feel a bit better, to be honest. And the Snape says, agreed selling Kelleher was a mistake. We all said it on here, didn't we? Though, don't sell him. Oh, little Lauren. Hey, Lauren. Lauren Bianchi. Good evening, Frankie and chat. Hey, Lauren. I think this fucking itch is coming back on me. Right under my nose. CW. Evening, Lauren. And Lindsay say, dreading the game. What will empty slot pick? Here's the exotic name, man. Cedric Lopez. Big up to the legend with the legends. Big up, chat. Chiesa sick a game before he gets up on a plane. Isn't he picked? I don't know the. I think he's being left out, to be honest, and that could be an excuse, you know, if you know what I mean, Cedric. I'm telling you now. You know, to give him a little bit of, you know, he's sick, you know, he can't make it. I think he's been fucking dropped as usual. That's what happens to players that the sloot man doesn't like. He just fucking leaves them. He uses them, leaves them. And she says everything will go up to pay these overpaid, overrated players. Oh yeah, everything will go up. And I tell you fucking what, I'm not being funny here, but what's going on in Iran? No one will be able to fucking afford to go to anywhere. If the oil stops, the prices of petrol and down. So if you're paying, even if you travel down, you know, by car or whatever, the amount of petrol that'll go into a car will not be expensive. And if you're getting coaches, planes, all going to go sky high. Everything's going to go sky high. So you're right there to say, Frank, where did you get that at? I like that. Plenty, lad, says the snake. I got one, the one that I normally wear. Can't find it. That Francine cleans up. It's the only one I found. I remember getting this in a couple of years ago. And believe it or not, it was fucking raining. And I went shopping. I was getting some, you know, for Christmas, getting Sophie or something. And get myself, you know, I said, oh. And it was raining. So I was in Marks and Spencer's. And I seen the hats. I said, oh, fucking get that. So that's twice I've bought hats when it's been raining outside. In fact, I bought two. I bought two while I was there. Bought another one, like a grey one. Well, if I wore that, I'll be all transparent there, you know. Grey face, grey beard, grey everything. And big up Cedric, says the T. I like that. I like his letting on. And Barry says, the only thing I can say is his wages won't increase over the 6 years. But you don't know, you know. You don't know. But I know what, like inflation and that, it won't increase. But if it becomes, I don't know. I still think it's too fucking much, to be honest. I really do. That's me. Evening, Lawrence, says the snake. And she says, just think how much they are paid a week to serve up a season of total dross. But you bring in the manager. What I'm pleased about, I'm being honest, is, you know, they're up for now for negotiations and for wages. And with them being up for negotiations, what's one contract that's not being fucking mentioned? And that's who, isn't it? That's the sloop man. The sloop man. And there's a newspaper report in Spain that Xavi's agreed to a 3-year deal. But, when people think about a caveat, and the caveat is if Sloot doesn't win the Champions League, well, you can take that with a pinch of salt, winning the Champions League. That's what he's got to win. That's what he has to win. We're in the FA Cup. It never mentioned the FA Cup. It didn't even mention getting into the Champions League. But to win the Champions League. And, you've got to look at the reality. You've got to look at all the English teams that are left in it. You've got to look at the draw. I think we can go through it over 2 legs against Galatasaray. But it's who we meet next. That's the point. I'd love us to win the Champions League, but not the way we are. Even in Frankie and the Frankie disciples. And look at all them for Frank. Says the Anfield. Hey, mate. Good to see you. Good to see you. Was Chelsea in the original Champions League squad? No, Chiesa. I'll tell you what. I'll wear my reading ones. Don't like wearing these. They give me a headache. Snappy says, was Chiesa in the original Champions League squad? Yeah, he was. Remember, Leone got injured. And he was in it, wasn't he? And then when he went out, he was brought in, Chiesa. He's got no time for Chiesa. Like he had no time for Gerald Quansah, nor the other fella, little Harvey Elliott. The sniper, rolling back, we are droopy. How are you, man? And the Jewel of Japan says, why Chiesa not included in the UCL round 16 squad? Why Slot treated him like that? Yeah, I said that, I think they're saying that he's sick, but he isn't sick. I think trying to save face, Chiesa's face, but we're not stupid people. We are not stupid people. We know the score. And let's see, big uproar. Snappy. Barry Aldridge, Chiesa was put in the Champions League at the last minute. Yeah, just Just said why, because of Leone. When he done his shocking that what happened to that lad. And Jewel says, slot haters everyone, bro. Chiesa, Rio, Endo, Jones, Marmadishvili. He just doesn't like them. He just doesn't like them, Jewel. Definitely. Doesn't like them at all. And Enzo, he hasn't given a fucking look into. Not a look in. And Jones only gets picked for certain things. Now you're getting the fans, these other fans, different pods saying, get rid of Jones. He's a scouser. We like our local lads. And he's a good footballer. But other people don't see that, you see. And they're wanting them gone. And Alfield says, Frankie, I'm pretty worried about this summer with Mo, Enzo, Jones, Robbo, Allison, or the exit list, I believe. We can trust the FC Nesbitt with our transfers this summer, yes. See, look, we know that Robbo is not the same Robbo as it was a few seasons ago. We know that. But at least you can put him in. It was, you might think, behave yourself. To me, it was like Henderson. Henderson, he was past his sell-by days. He really was. For the level we were. But he kept coming on as a sub or starting again and going off, if you know what I mean. And it was saving his legs. Henderson had a great engine. Then he started to slow down a lot. That's why I said he's the luckiest captain Liverpool have ever had. It's like Slot now. Slot is the Ringo Starr of football. Henderson was the Ringo Starr as a player. Lucky. Because there's been fantastic captains in the past. And you've got the likes of, as I said, Enzo. Enzo puts in a shift all the time. Do you see him when he got injured? He was still like bouncing about. Never forget that lad. And he had to limp off. But he's never given a chance under the Sloop man, ever. Now there's a lot of players. You've only got to look at that young Rio. When people are saying, just give him a start. And I said it myself. Let's see how he is in a full match. And he wasn't bad. He had a great effort against Wolves. Fantastic effort. The goalkeeper got a world-class save, that, by the way. It's a world-class save. He got his fingertips to it, put it onto the post. Yeah, Mo, Enzo, Jones, Robbo, and Allison. And you look at other pods and they're all saying, who they like. They're coming out with all these fucking fancy players who are worth over $100 fucking million. We're not going to get any of them. We're not going to spend a load of money again like we did. Unless, say, look, let's be hypothetical. If Slot was staying next season, would you fucking trust them with new players? I wouldn't. I wouldn't trust them. All right, Snipey, lads. And CW says, Barry, I think he came back into the CL squad due to injury. Maybe Leone. Am I way behind? Yeah, said that. I said that. It was that, actually. Leone's injury. Raw sweet mate. Cheese. That's nice. Right, thanks, Snapey, but he's not going to be kept when the season ends. And Christopher, are you Christopher? Hi, Frank and everyone, like and subscribe. Thank you, Christopher. Chiesa had the flu, injured, sick when he has to go. Hang on, Cedric. Chiesa has had the flu, injured, sick when he has to go to the Champions League. So you are probably right. Yeah. Woeful away in the cup, says the old mate Steve. The cup draw, the famous cup draw. And the Anfield to the Snape. I will be very interested to see how these players perform when under pressure of a Turkish warm welcome. Last time, he was like a damn squib. You're right. Good shout, though. Old Franco. How's it? Says the pride of Merseyside. Old Franco, thanks very much. And she says, the Alonso 3E deal is from a BS site. It's Tommy Carlyle, the pesky bleeder. No, I explained why I'm wearing it, Steve. I had a shower before to liven myself up and to see if I was all right, you know. And my head's all over the place, mate. And my hair keeps falling down over my stupid face. Tommy Carlyle. Irrespective of what happens, says the Snape, this season, if Slot's kept on, it's a dereliction of duty by FSG. They can't sustain such... Look. Look, if they keep him on, who's behind if they do keep him on? Who's behind it? Who is behind it? It's not FSG, is it? But if these people want to keep the job, they'd have to get rid of them. Because there's fans who don't look. I know what you're saying, and I know what the other lads are saying as well about BS. But there must be something. I know what you're saying about a BS site. But where's that come from? Why would they be saying that? Why would the Spanish be saying it? He's out of work. Why would they connect Liverpool? Why didn't he connect anybody else? That's what you've got to ask yourself. And don't forget what I was told last week, early last week, this time last week, that Slaughter's going. No matter what. Mia. Why do we always get Man City? It's so rigged. It's funny. Says me. Hey, Mia. Hey, Mia. But we always don't get Man City, to be honest. We got Wolves. We've had some easy draws. And now, as you go nearer, to the quarterfinals, that's where you come across the odds of teams that are left in it. And we are unfortunately drew against Man City. And they'll be worried about us, Mia. Don't forget, they'll be worried about us as well. And the Anfield to TW, I reckon the bald Dutch fella is going no place if we get to CL football next season. The board don't care about attractiveness. They only care about breaking even, not profit, according to Lynch. He's a flip-flopper, David Lynch. I listen to him. I don't listen to Slot because he comes out with some fucking stupid things and blaming everyone again, isn't he? By himself. And I've said this before. I always remember we got hammered by someone. And Slot came out, not Slot. Jürgen came out and said, don't be pointing fingers. It's down to me. It's my fault. That's what he said. You'll never get this fella admitting it. Never. And Pride says, Mia, are you the Mia what used to join? Yes, she says. Good to see you, Mia, says the Pride. Everyone were all great to see. The Anfield, Mia, all right, Mia. The eldest booze, see. Mia, Anfield Road. Most generous person on the planet. Loves giving everyone a drink. And especially scotches to keep you up. He gives me loads of scotches to get me drunk. Hello. Right. How are you, Mia? And Mia says, hello, everyone. Alison into the game too. Yes. And God, hopefully, you too. I don't like doing their ladies' voices. I'm going to sneeze. I think so anyway. Mia, I'm okay. Just went to a funeral, so taking Liverpool always. So talking Liverpool always helps the mood. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, Alison pulls his pudding, apparently. Alisson. I'm so sorry to hear that, says little Mia. Always talk as we're a red family. Is right, Mia? Yep, that's nice. Yes, yes. Oh, blimey. And Mia. Goal, West Ham, Bowen. Getting rid of curses, says the Snape, will be an error of even a higher magnitude than Quant's error. Yes, Curtis retains possession as well as most, and crucially passes forward. A typical passer move midfielder. There you have it. And you're getting people who want to get rid, and you've got to have a scouser. We've always had scousers in the team. You know that, and I know that. This Champions League game, now I haven't seen the full squad who's going to Galatasaray over there to Turkey. If a lad named Nello's going, that's how bad depth we are. If we can't pick 16 top players. Excuse me. The depth. If that Nello's going. And Youssef Mamadashvili doesn't breed confidence into our back four, says Youssef. And he says his distribution isn't. No, you're right there, because his distribution is, as you know, I've said it on the watch-alongs. It's becoming erroneous. It's not as good as it was. And even playing against Wolves the other day, I said, like the goal kicks and that, he doesn't take them. He leaves them. So there's something wrong. There's something wrong with him. And as Snapey said, and myself, should never have got rid of Keller. Because there must have been something in it a few weeks ago when Mamadashvili's not happy. He wants to go. He's even asked for to send him out on loan to get first team experience. And now all of a sudden, well, he wanted to go anyway. That was the rumour. Send him out on loan even. Well, I want to go. And all of a sudden now he's a big thing in the paper, oh yeah, I'm dead happy here, I love it, So I think that's a precursor, to be honest, that the other fella's going, Alisson, in the summer. His distribution isn't great, says Yusuf. Neither is Alisson's. Nice one, yeah. So we've just been talking about. And I agree, mate, Alisson has been nowhere near his level of old this season, yes. And you say Alisson's distribution's gone downhill to what used to be. But it's still superior to Marmadash. Youssef Mamadashvili has not turned out to be the Peter Cech Remember him? I thought he was going to be, says the Anfield Road. Peter Cech. He was good, Peter Cech, wasn't he? And Mia says nobody had saw Mamadashvili enough to know how good he is with the ball at his feet. However, I've seen Allison boot the ball off the field at least 3 times every game. Happened when we lost 2. Yeah. Yeah. An itchy fucking nose. When we lost to Wolves. That's the little gift there, isn't it? And the Youssef to the Anfield Road. I was told his distribution wasn't great at Valencia, but he was a world-class shot stopper. I haven't really seen that. It's like a sniper, isn't it? Youssef, yeah, probably because he hasn't started much. It's the price. It's true. He hasn't. Even if Frank and chat says only, Slot has shown that left to his own devices, he hasn't a clue. It's not going to get any better. No. No, Owen. And the Anfield, Youssef. The only time I got a look at Mama was at the last Euros for Georgia. Yeah. Yeah, he's Georgian, isn't he? Steve-O. Cockney Carlyle with the hat, says the place. Cockney Carlyle. Our Scouse Carlyle. We're better dressed than them. Mia. It's obvious BS. Why was Alonso agree a contract if it's not guaranteed? No, they said, we can't really say we're getting... You've got to understand Liverpool. Liverpool won't come out if you haven't sacked them. No. So they've given till the end of the season. Just run your contract down. You'll be going. We're not going to say we're sacking you. It'll give you a bit of credibility. So why hasn't he been approached? Alonso, that is. You've got to. I'm not saying assume or anything. I look at everything. I really do. Try to analyse everything. And for someone to come out and say that he, if he wins the Champions League, if he wins it, you won't be a manager. But I think, they're not going to say Mr. Slot is going at the end of the season because Liverpool are not like that. They don't even say any players are going at the end of the season, so we have to assume he'll be going. That's what it's all about. So when you analyse it, Slot's not good enough. And as the Anfield Law said, the only thing interested in FSG is the money. And I've said that many, many times. Many, many times. That's why I wanted him gone. I wanted him gone months ago. So did other people months ago. And when Xabi was sacked, bring him in. Let him get used to the players. Let's see who's in front of him. Let's see. Let's see how we can work with them. And remember, Manchester United brought that Michael Carrick in, and that lifted them. They were dire them. And he went above us. We were well clear of them. Well clear. And all of a sudden they're above us. So they're interested in, if they don't get Champions League, yeah, put it this way, and he goes, they're looking at their first choice, as they said, but I don't think Xabi Alonso was. Slot was already picked before anybody. But they had to show fans to say, oh, we were talking to their Slot, we were talking to Amarim. You know, they had to show that. Because if they were to just come out and said, Ernie Slot is our new manager, we all would have gone, who the fuck's Ernie Slot? Which we did. You see, so it would have been a no-win for FSG. No win. If they were to just pick Slots. So that's why they went on pretense. That's what I'm saying, on pretense. To talk to the likes of Xabi Alonso and Amarim. But he was already earmarked. And because he was the other fella's mate, Richard Hughes, he was already his mate. Do you want a job? Yeah, well, because he gave it away, Slot, while we were still talking to other managers or other managers, you know, the rumours, oh, we're going to talk to such a body, oh, we're going to talk to such a body. And he came out and said, I'm going to Liverpool next season to the fans and the club of Feyenoord. And it wasn't even the end of the season. He just came out in the middle of the pitch and said, I'm going to Liverpool. So you see how it is. And the Anfield says, oh, he was bossing that tournament. Says the Anfield, oh, that's the Euros, yeah. Mamadashvili. The Anfield to the Youssef, unreal, wasn't he? I thought, wow, we bought the best young keeper in the world. I'm not giving up on him. But you're right, he seems nervy. And Steve says, use a brush then. Use a brush then, Franco. That's it. It's fucking worse. It just went pink. I have to wash my hair, you know. I have to smell nice for the pillow when I put my head on it to go to sleep. And Steve says, Spanish press lie a lot, mate, to be honest. Don't talk to me about fucking press and lying. That's why I don't read the press. Fucking propaganda every fucking thing, every week, every day. Over certain things that I won't go into. But football, different. Different state, mate. Anfield Road, Marmalade says to Snape, and Chile seems hesitant. The best I've seen of him is far from convincing. And young Mayor says, there's no excuse not to beat City, by the way. They are awful. I think they're a bit better than us, though, Mia. And what one of you always says when we've been top of the league doesn't lie. I don't need to say that to you, though, do I? The league doesn't lie for them to be better than us. Mia, go Brentford. Have you noticed how women are multitasked? They're brilliant. You know, they multitask everything. She's watching a game, right? She's watching a game. She's commenting on it. She's making the tea. She's hoovering up. She's washing the dishes. She's closing the curtains. Everything. Still commenting on us. And still watching the match. And doing all those chores. Multitasking. And the snake, I am here. If you need me. What do you mean? I'm here if you need me. And the Anfield to the Snake, when he played, and I watched him live, he seemed to not have that presence. He looked like you said a bit blancmange. Do you ever remember blancmange? I used to love it. Yes, Frank loved blancmange. You're not saying Miami's like blancmange, are you? A bit wobbly. Just trying to rhyme. I'll get me coat. Oh, Bella. Oh, Bella. Lovely. Buonasera, Franco, and all you Reds. Oh, great. Wonderful news, that, Bella. You're out. You're with us. Smashing that you're with us. Absolutely wonderful. Toscana will be made up. Like us all. Well done, sweetheart. What's Frankie? Frankie's after none. No one could. Snapey says, I'll give you the ring. He's supposed to be coming down this week. Oh, I don't know. What's happening Wednesday? Something's happening to me on Wednesday. Is it Wednesday or Thursday? I'll have to ring you there tomorrow. Or I might ring you after the show, Snape. Anfield, says the Snape. You need to have more presence, as you rightly say. And the Anfield, Bella, buonasera. Oh, lovely. Great. Made up yourself and on to our Bella. Mia, West Ham pen. Snapey, says the law. He is a big lump, but needs to show it. He's a big lump, mate. Goal 2-1, Bowen. Bella, I'm fit. Made up, honestly. Nallo, the walking, blimey. Is he in it? Is he in the 16-man squad? Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell. Nallo. He's fucking terrible. And the Snape says, agreed, he's got the tools, but perhaps he needs a bit more athleticism, says our Snape. And Lauren, where's Droopy? There he is, right underneath you. Right underneath you, Mia. Yeah. I wish I was a popular like Mia. I'm the raw and my feet are sore. This is onslaught. I can't stand no more. So onslaught, your style's a bore. So fuck off, cause we can't stand no more. You can't make this fucking thing up, can you? And they're all right, Lauren Bianchi. It's me, Droppy. It's my original handle. Harry's even laughing at that thing. And Mia says, is there any tickets available for the Galatasaray? I want to see the revenge. And the Anfield says, how's the Max, Lauren? That's the little cat. Mia Raw goes the games. Ask him. Here you go. And Steve says, so does he, Steve. Got some beef. Shut the fucking watching that fucking guy. He phones me up, you know, and he goes, got offered tickets. So, why can't they offer me tickets for the Man United game? Shut up, fucking watching that. Garbage. He's funny, but Marmite like Peter Cech, more like bounced Cech. Raw, is there any tickets? You'll easily get them. On here you will anyway, Mia. Mamma Mia. It'll be Mamma Mia for you. Mamma Mia. All the Scousers could speak Italian. Did you know that? From children. Because when we were all out as kids, you know, playing, and we got shouted, you know, take me for example. Francis, where are you? Mamma Mia. That's all Italian for you. Mamma Mia. Give up. So Anfield Row, you've got a droopy handle. Welcome. Come on, stop this. Won't fucking and the Pride say rip off these days tickets, not for the con man. Not for the common man. Yeah. I'll tell you who said it. I'll tell you who said that. Roy Keane years ago. Remember, it's not the same, he said. It's for it's for the prawn sandwich brigade. Remember that? And Paulie says, Frank, I used to get an itchy nose and restless legs when I was prescribed codeine. Crazy. So at home. So I got them snapped to dehydrocodeine. Much better now. Do you know what? I take codeine for me pain relief. I take that. Thanks for that, Paulie. But I don't want to use codamol because they're powerful, them, and they disagree with me. So I take codeine. I wonder if that's it. Thanks. Thanks for that, Paul. Everything on this stream, everything. And Mia says, I agree, especially with Ron Slaughter's boss. I'm glad you said as boss, because if you would have said is boss, you would have been banned from the stream. You would have been blocked, never, ever to comment again. Mia. No, you wouldn't. And Mia, I wish if we lose away, there won't be any. But if we win comfortably, might be a few, Mia. I think one will turn up for you, Mia. Remember the young talent we had, says Owen Lee, on the pitch when we beat Chelsea in the final. Slot's not interested in youth. No. They got us to the final, didn't they? They got us to the final. He's not interested in youth. All he's that's why Gravenberg's got this fucking massive pay rise, because he's fucking Dutch. He loves his Dutch. Well, we all know that the other fella's staying. Who is it? Who does he love? Plays every game. And Mia says, I guess there's no tickets. Don't be pessimistic about that, Mia, please. Honestly, don't be, sweetheart. And Christopher says, I always laugh when people say a goalie is a good shot stopper. That's their bloody job, eh? It is. And the Anfield Salon stuck in the basket. Trouble is, they love the warm. Oh, you're talking about Max, yeah, the little cat. My mum stayed over a few years ago, and I went in with him in the morning brew, and the cat was on her face. Go away. That's why they say, doesn't it? You know, it's the cat got your tongue. It's an old saying, isn't it? Has the cat got your tongue? Because it's being known. That's actually being known. But, you know, when they're on your face or anything, they're protecting them. Funny things, cats. Do you know that they don't know the origins of a cat? Did you know that? The only creature on the planet, they don't know the origins. And the way I look at it is when you look at the pyramids, what was the pharaohs buried with? 2 cats. 2 cats. Creams and pain relief tablets affect different people different ways. I'm not saying that's what's affecting you, but I wonder what gets you itching. Well, I take codeine, as I said. And it does it. It's so annoying. You know, that's why I get this out and I'm doing that, because it's so fucking itchy. Lord, silly cat. Max is okay though, isn't it, Lord? And the Anfield to Christopher. Yep, it's not like we buy a keeper for overhead kicks. Goalies are only as good as the defence in front of them, says Barry. This is where we fall down. I've fell down quite a lot this season, and it's been mainly through midfield, because our midfield are all over the fucking place. They're given wide areas and giving counter attacks instead of defending our back four. They just fucking opens up and they're away. And Wolves did it again to us at the weekend, the last Friday. And Mia says, yes, creams do make you itch. Some, anyway. I've got some. They're antibiotics. Don't ask me the name. But there's antibiotics in them. Thanks for that, Mia. Oh, little Lambie. Hiya, Ellen. Evening all. Slot on the sideline reminds me of a bloke waiting outside for his girlfriend to come out of the clothes shop. Yeah, those days are gone for me, waiting outside shops. Christopher, or scorpion kicks, eh? Overhead kicks and scorpion kicks. And the Anfield, and Barry, the defence is only as good as the midfield in front of them, absolutely. Our midfield, throughout the years, has always protected the back four. Unfortunately, it's not happening today. I don't wash up, that's what a dishwasher's for. That's what our friend said. She said, Dad, she said, that's what dads are for. You know, she asked for something. Okay, then. That's what dads are for. Wish someone would tell me missus about multitasking. That's so funny, though. And they're to Lauren. How did Max get stuck? Tutto Calcio Pod. Buonasera, Calcio. Come sta? Come sta, amico mio? Buonasera, Frank. Buonasera, amico mio. The Anfield Roar. Laughing at what Paulie said. And Laura Bianchi to the Anfield. He was exploring. It's that poor little Max. Little Max, eh? Forza Serie A. Yes. Yes. The Anfield. Lauren, you're loving that cat, aren't you? They are great fun. And the Anfield. It's a tutto. Buonasera. That's great, that. And Owen says, Bella, great to see that you're on the mend. It says, thanks, Owen, for letting on. And the other fella as well, the Anfield hero. That's lovely. Well done, Owen. Good evening. Hope all of you are okay, says our Romanian friend. Hiya, Ali. Hiya, mate. Okay, Frank, buzz us if you fancy after the show. I will do. Fucking nuisance. You're supposed to ring me. But then again, you said, no, I was supposed to ring you, so I'll ring you later. Okay. After here. Good to see you, Bella, says little Ellen, the Ambi. Thanks, Ambi. And Owen Lee says the Anfield. All right, lad. Oh, brilliant. Bellissima to see you, Bella. That's great, that. Well done, boys and girls. Anfield Raw became owned by Eminem. Okay, now. Hang on a minute. Back was getting twinges then. Oh. Anfield Raw, even a mate says Owen Lee. A lovely Bella says, Ambi, thank you, lovely. Lovely to see you too. Oh, that's nice. And the Snape. Anfield Raw to the Snape. What's maddening is that this lad is 100 iPods and monitors and months to repair the fact Cody Gapco is one trick pony, and yet Slot just turns a blind eye. It's because he's Dutch. I'm telling you now. There's no other excuse in my opinion. Anfield, I'm telling you now. Bella says, thank you. That's lovely. And the Anfield to Bella. It's good to hear from you, love. Wish you better. Yeah, that made up. Made up, honestly, made up. Because as little Mia said, and even Lauren has said, we're one family here. We really are. Made up with that. It's 71st football. I'd rather get beat knowing we had a good goal. This type of football is killing me, says Owen. This is it, isn't it? I can't get over when we beat, the 5-2 game the other week, and I've never known a game where we've come away, afterwards and thought, great that. And it wasn't. We were disappointed, not with the result and the win, don't get me wrong on that, but it was the football played. We were disappointed. The fans I'm talking about. And lovely Bella says to the Anfield, thank you, how are you doing? That's our lovely Marcella, by the way. She's answering for her mum because her mum's full-blown Italian. And Snapey says, Anfield Road. His Dutch player bias is embarrassing. Gapco's deficiencies are there for anyone to see. Owen was good enough at 17. Why not Rio? His unpredictability alone is another dimension. That's it. Like as someone said, he doesn't trust the youngsters. He doesn't trust. I think it was Youssef who said it. He doesn't trust them. And they're not full of fucking nallos either. He's awful, that lad. Fucking hell. And the Anfield to Bella. I'm sound, love. Touch wood. It's good to have you back in chat. Not the same without you and Toscani. I remember walking over the bridge of Sighs in Venezia, going over into the prison. And we went to the great lover boy's cell. Casanova. I said, hey, Casanova, baby, keep on living. It reminds me of him. It reminds me of Anfield Road, Casanova. And the bridge of Sighs. And there are to Snapey, so true, this Dutch thread going through our club is a bias. He certainly doesn't like our local or ink. Brilliant, thank you. That's great, that. That's great, that. And Bella to the Anfield, thank you. Beautiful words. That's lovely, that, Bella. Made up you lot, honestly, and made up that you're here. And people do ask about you, you know. Honestly, they have been asking. It's just like that, you know. We ask about, which I just don't know, the Redbird. And we know that he was ill. And the Scottish Bear. And we knew that he was ill. And we haven't heard from them for a long time. And that's worrying. That's worrying. So we do worry about our lads and girls on here. We really do. Bella, says the Raw. You're welcome. We are family here too. Great. Thank you. Love that. We are family. Franco, big family. Thank you. And Anfield says, Slot always makes Frankie scream. It's match. Van Gogh. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Cats have slit eyes like a snake, says only, when all the big cats have round pupils. That's brilliant, that. That's brilliant, that. Well done, Mr. Lee. My ex can multitask, says Snapey. She can combine 3 insults in one sentence. It's a level of verbal dexterity I dream of aspiring to. Three insults in one sentence. Oh, mad you are. Stevie. And the Snape says, above all else, it's Gapco's predictability. Soon as he gets the ball, we stagnate. It is his predictability. And do you know what? He gets away. He scores now and again, doesn't he? Remember the one against Wolves? Was it Wolves? No. I forget who it was against. Yeah, it was against Wolves, wasn't it? And he was fucking terrible. And Paulie says, I've been watching and listening to different channels, and I'm beginning to think the first half performances are tactics, although Slaughter's denied it. Well, he would deny it, well, he never admits to fucking anything, Paulie. He never admits to anything at all. And Paulie says, Bella, did your birthday go well? Lots of presents and hugs off family. Oh, that lovely. Thank you, Paulie. Oh, they are. Look at that. Bit of Laura speaking Italian too, Bella. Yeah, she's well, I'm telling you now. And keeps well as well. Hope you keep well, Bella. Tally ho, Frank, dear boy. One does think Liverpool will playing 3 in the defence next season. Can't think why. Yes, because of Xabi. Yes, Gary. There you go. And Anfield says, thank you, Frankie Casanova. I praise indeed. And Frankie, you remind me of Giordano Bruno, the great Italian philosopher known for being an all-round good person who said everyone should coexist. What did Plato say? Everyone hates the man who speaks the truth. I think that's a great quote. And what did Leo Tolstoy say? History would be a wonderful thing if it was true. And when you think about that, now you're going to the 19th century and he's talking about propaganda. We've always had propaganda. Always. And who's got all the propaganda? The West. And the West love to say, oh, we don't say propaganda, we speak the truth. It's the East or any other enemy who use propaganda. Umbrella. But we know who this is, don't we? It's our lovely Marcella. The Liverpool Reds stand side by side with family. Oh yeah, it's the poem. The Liverpool Reds stand side by side with family bonds and Scouse-born pride. On Franco stage, the stories blend where every stranger is family. Isn't that lovely? Oh, lovely that. Bella, lovely. Grazie mille. Grazie mille. Cara mia. And Sleepy Bella, I tell you, it's a lovely little community here. It's so accommodating that Stoke Woolly-backs are allowed to comment. Isn't that lovely? And the Anfield. What part of the boot are you? What part of the boot are your family from? I don't think she's Italian. I think she's just got that Bianchi name. But mind you, if she's got a family name called Bianchi, yeah, could be Italian. Like, I'm half Italian, but that's only on my mother's side. Well, that have my Italian roots, though. And I'm being biased. God blimey, Milan. Wow. Lauren Bianchi. Da Milano. We've got Toscana, haven't we, from Tuscany. Our family are the retrobates. I always remember Argiana saying, "Look, you think we would have been in the mafia over in New York?" I said, "No, some of the family are, though." It's going to like to play about them. But it would have been about drugs. That's a great storyline. Great storyline about families. And the families come from America, England, Italy. 3 generations still living in Italy, still living after being, coming over to go to America, but stuck here. And the other half of the family went over to America, stayed in New York. Some went down to San Diego. And he has a great storyline. But it would have been fiction with the storyline. But us, families, but it would have been fictional. It was a had to be. Some parts of it's true, but I tell you one day, well, it is. And you can say to me, righty. But it was after me disappointing in that COVID when we played still there. Got the all the scripts here. Looking at the scripts there. When the lockdown and it never got put on. Owen Lee to the Anfield. Let's hope he does end up like him. And Anfield, lovely Milan. Yes. And I know, Lauren, one of the architects of the Galleria in Milan, next to the cathedral, the Galleria. And his name is Manfredo Manfredi. I didn't know him personally because that was built years ago, but I just know designed. Manfredo Manfredi, the Galleria. Be inside there. Fantastic. Went in the cathedral. Went around the piazza. Went into the Galleria in Napoli as well. What a beauty. It's just exactly the same. In Napoli, the Galleria. And Snapey says the truth's often unpopular, but it's still the truth. It's only what George Orwell said. No matter what lies are said, the truth will always exist. Meaning propaganda, you see. The truth will always exist because propaganda is lies. And that was George Orwell said that. The truth will always exist. And Bella says, Snapey, you're right. And Amby says, bravo, Bella. I've missed your poetry. That's lovely. These are lovely people, you know, you really. The end says coexist without Kerstorm. He's a coward, isn't he? He said no to Trump. And Trump had a little spat at him. See, we can't stand on our own 2 feet to that big bully. If only he would have said, no, fuck off, you're not sending any planes from here. I hope Spain throw NATO out, but they fucking won't. Mind, I hope they do, you know, get shut of the Yanks. You know, after all this, just get, you know, different countries just say to America, we don't fucking want you there, no, fuck off, get back. Look after your own country. You're not looking after us. The Anfield. Snapey, well said, lad. Owen Lee. I'm going to go right down. Anfield to Bella. Lovely that. Yes. The boss. Of course, we play Galatasaray tomorrow. I meant a result in the FA Cup. Yes, we get them. Oh, okay, boss. Okay, mate. You know, I thought you would get mixed up, that's all. Oh, for a good result tonight. I should have realised as well about the time, shouldn't I? Should have thought, yeah, he means the cup draw. And the boss says, no coincidence that Cody and Ryan start almost every game, and Ryan, the first to get a contract offered in double Dutch. I think he's just an average player. and for him to be given that much money, I think it's scandalous. I just want to see what you've got to give. If he's getting that 270k, he has to give. I'm sorry about this. Your fucking hair's all over the place. That's when you fucking wash it, you know. I'm keeping it under because it just falls down. Honestly. Yeah, that's it. But you're right there, boss. Good shout. Frankie, like you, I'm half Italian. Oh, good. But little Max. No, if I was an owner, I would have said to name your cat Luciano. I wanted to name Francine Lucia. And her mother at the time said, no, it's got to be, I said, Santa Lucia. She said, no. Francine, whatever. Nice name, like. Santa Lucia. Thanks, Lauren. Benvenuto. Benvenuto. A famiglia. Welcome to the family. Sleepy. Gorgeous city, Milan. Very popular for weekend shopping trips for people from Munich with loads of money. The Germans love Italian food. Stop making me a German. Half Italian and half a German. The Germans love Italian food. I think a country that spawned the Roman civilization is an historical treasure. Yes. I used to lecture about the Romans, didn't I? That's why I've been to Pompeii. Go there every time I go to Italy, go to Sorrento, I always visit Pompeii and Herculaneum. But I've been 46 occasions, no, 47 occasions to Pompeii. Used to go with the students, used to go with myself on holiday. If only I became what I wanted to be, an archaeologist. Did a year of it. And what they call gap years today, I took a year out with all these poshies. Hello. Hello. Hello, Frank. How are you? Are you coming back next year? Yes. I'm going to take a gap. I'm going to take a year out like you did. Like you're doing. That's because they were taking a year out. And I decided to take a year out too. Family was saying, what for? You just get back, finish it. No, want to take a year out. Ended up taking 12. 12 years. Good grief. The ambassador says it refers to people who kept sheep. They made sheepskin coats for their woolly backs to keep warm. They actually used them as well on the docks because when these people came in from outside Liverpool, they used to wear the sheep, not the sheep, but the skin of the sheep on the backs to stop them when they lifting sacks and things, scratching their backs. And they just said, the woolly-backs are here, unloading ships. That's how they got the name. Woolly-backs in this city. He's a woolly-back, yeah. That's how they got it. People coming down to the docks from outside, having to lift these big sacks that cut your back anyway, because you had things sticking out and whatever. And Alfred say, Snipey, you like Judith Chalmers? Do you remember it? Wish you were here. I like little Judith. And Alfred's boss, Gravenberg's gonna end up with 100. Fucking hell. It's not fucking worth it. Sickens me, though. There we go. For fuck's sake. Is it all gone? Back. Frank, that's right. You are going to Trentino, says the boss. If so, I can recommend a visit to Lucino, near Trento. My old friend Domenico Pedrini might give you a tour. You're not going to fucking believe this, but I was on the stream today. And it passed through, because I always stop, the signs, where it is, Pravas. And what you see in the fields is all the vines. Seen it today, boss. Vineyards and excellent vino. Isn't that brilliant? That's straight coincidental. Thanks, boss. Thanks, because I've always, I was going up to the, was it Bolzano to, where was it? I forget now. But it passed through Travis, passed through it. It's only a small place, but loads of vineyards all around. Sorry, Frank, I misspelled. I don't want you burnt at the stake, honest. Don't want to be burnt at the stake. And Paulie to the ambidextrous, thank you. That's nice. Anfield Raw says, Snapey, I've never been called a charmer. Cheers, brother. And Boss says, for me, John and Macca are more important than Ryan. As I said, I think Ryan's just an average player. I really do. And Barry says, must admit, Raw, I was really surprised at the wages given to Gravenberch, considering other more experienced players are on much less. Yeah. I want to see what fucking Jones is on. It's shocking. And people come out, he's on 100 and not. He's fucking nowhere near it. And Christopher, lovely to hear from you, Bella. Our Bella's going. Bella. Buonanotte, Franco, and all you beautiful people. Please take care of yourselves and sleep well. Thank you, Bella. Maze up your back. You have rest. You will have a good night's sleep. Bella, good night, says Owen Lee. And Anfield. My dad has gone back on dating game with a girl who was a former cinema organ player. My dad said, I like this profile of this lady. Skills on the back row of the cinema. I said, Dad, no, doesn't mean it. Doesn't mean that. I always remember you sitting in the picks, you know. I'll tell you what I went. What did I go and see? I think I went to see. Yeah, it was Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, and there was a fella like in front of this other fella. I was behind him, you know, so 3 rows down. This fella, and it was coming to like I forget what it was called, fucking Hold Up or something. And the next was, you know, the Butterkist, the famous Butterkist opening. And the fella who was like sitting in front of me, man, you fuck off and you fucking bitch, you fucking noise, you fuck. And the fella threw the fucking Butterkist at him. Talking like that, you know, coming everywhere. He's fucking amazing. In the Odeon, London Road, one night. I said, no, doesn't mean that. Skills in the back row. And the Snape, Barry Aldridge, the Gravenberg contract is exorbitant. Yes. As you say, there's better players unless, yes. Yes. It's all fucking because. It's all because of, as I said, he's fucking Dutch. I'm going to go right down, boys and girls. I'm going to finish. I'll have to make myself a cup of tea. And my back's twinging. No fucking noise out of me. Excuse me. Barry lads, players are now on American football players' wages. Excuse me. Says the door. And Barry, I don't get it, Snapey. How can they do it? Even when Salah goes, they save his wages and maybe 4 or 5 others when they leave. Good shout. Ebu wanted 200k. Now he'll ask for 300k. Yes. Yes. You're right, Barry. And the boss, amazing. I used to like Valanzano above Trento. And I think Domenico's daughter, Erica, runs office now. But please go there. Erica was a 3-year-old when I lived there. But good family, wonderful. Italy. I should have gone and fucking lived there, you know. Nearly went twice. Night Bellitalia, says the Snape. Paulie, good night all. Been cracking listening and chatting. Thanks, Frank. Thank you, Paulie, for coming and joining us. Little Laura. Good night, Paulie. Isn't that lovely? And on that wonderful note, all you wonderful people, I'm going to finish. Yes. Don't forget tomorrow and the, you know what, watch along. I'll be coming at 5:45 as the kickoff. Yeah. So I'll be honoured. Yeah, I'll be on 3/4 of an hour before the kick-off anyway. So if it's 5 o'clock, I'll be on at 5:15. Is it 5 o'clock kick-off? Or a 5:15? Well, anyway, say if it's 5 o'clock, I'll be on at 4:15. If it's a 4:15, I'll be on at 4:30. Was that Trust House Forte Hotels? Trust House Forte are Italian, actually. And the boss says, Buonasera a tutti. That means good night to you all. Fuck. And the Snapey. Night all. And a lovely little Lauren. Good night, Frankie. Good night, Lauren. See me head? That's in my eyebrows and my moved watch. Good night, Lauren, sweetheart. Mr. Aldo, yes, very accommodating, says the Snape. And Barry says, night, Frank, and everyone. Thank you, Barry. Good night, mate. And lovely. Thank you for the show today. No, thank you for joining me as well, not just me. Thank you for joining us tonight. Just got that pain there. Good night, everyone, says Lauren. Night, Lauren, says Snapey. Good night, Frank and chat, says Amby. Good night, Ellen. And Owen says, we had an under 21 euro winner player of the tournament. And on that footballing note, I'm going to say good night, everyone. To all our Italian ladies, buonanotte. A domani. Ci vediamo. Ciao. And I'll see you tomorrow. See you soon, eh, boys and girls. Thank you. Thank you so much for keeping me company. Mille grazie.